the whole concept of mixing different shot sizes from close-ups to wide shots is that I feel that sometimes you can tell a great deal about a moment from pulling back and away from it and observing the way people are standing, or observing how they are relating to each other in terms of how far away they're standing from each other and how they're moving, how it's about body language and how people can be tense or relaxed or whatever. And a lot of the times you don't see that in close-ups. You know, I think that an actor's body is as important as their face. And again, I like to jump back, and it also gives the film a slightly observational quality, which I think works for the story. When you jump back to a wide shot, you suddenly go, whose perspective is this? Why have we suddenly pulled back? You know, why are we watching this scene from a distance, you know? Most films, they establish something in a wide shot, show you where everything is, and then jump in for close-ups and leave it at that, whereas to me it's nice to pull back occasionally and again create a feeling of unease.
You can start to see the depth of the set here, and on certain shots. Sometimes the problem is when you're shooting a film, I tend to be somebody who I'll cover the wides, but the wides you rarely use. You use them occasionally, and you need the wides. But scenes really tend to be built up of medium shots and close shots. In fact, the real meat and potatoes in the scene tends to end up as close-ups. So it's always a constant battle on what you've built, what you want to see. You see there's a big, long, deep shot there. What you want to see and also tell a story. And for the most part, the story is told in medium close-up. So the trick is not to lose your visual narrative for the sake of just a close-up all the time. So I always try and get everything if I can. And therefore, that's, I think, why it led me down a route of, you know, certainly in films like this or science fiction, I use elements a lot. And I think in Blade Runner it was either raining, Alien it was either steam, or it was other sounds, extraneous sounds to dialogue. I find sounds are like energy. Things in the air, filling the space on the screen is energy. So that would be a way I could supplement the energy that you've built up on the wider shots. So by the time you come into the close-up, of course, hopefully one's getting a wonderful performance, therefore the energy is coming from the actor, but you still got to sustain your visual narrative.